up. Now let's go ahead and end off with the performance. So this thing has that Apple A6X chip inside of it, which is pretty much like the chipset that was in the iPhone 5, but a little bit more premium. It had the dual-core CPU and 1 GB of RAM on every single model of this iPad that came out. Now what I can tell you about this iPad's performance is that it's actually not as bad as you may think, and I think iOS 10.3 has actually helped in terms of making this iPad give a better experience than what you may believe it to be, especially when you consider the age and everything. So first of all, I'm going to get this out of the way. If you're somebody who's like a very basic user and you're just somebody who wants to just maybe like watch videos and maybe like, split multitask, I guess, even a little bit, maybe this iPad is okay for you. But if you're somebody who wants to take it up to another level and maybe you want to go and do things, like maybe like heavier intensive gaming, or you want to do split screen multitasking of pretty, extreme apps, or maybe even pretty basic apps, this iPad's not going to give you that good of an experience. And mostly because of that chipset inside of it, it's just going to give you a super glitchy experience. But on top of that, because of that 1 GB of RAM, you're getting some pretty basic, level of, multitasking. You can't do anything super insane. A lot of apps are going to refresh in the background. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, those are the main things about an iPad that you want to do. You want to do some heavier intensive things. You want to do some, maybe like video editing and things like that, but you're not really going to be getting that type of experience from this type of device. So I think that's a very important thing to note. I think the other areas of this iPad are kind of okay, but the performance is the one area where you're probably going to have a pretty sloppy experience, if I'm being honest. It would have been better if this thing maybe teched it up a notch, but you don't really have that. So I think in terms of this, that really pretty much covers it up in terms of the performance standpoint. I probably won't recommend it in that sense, but so